If this video gets 200 likes within the next 24 hours, I will be posting 2 episodes of my reaction to Gintama the next day. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And let's jump into the episode. But I don't think he intended for that to happen. I think it's my. Oh yeah, I forgot that I could watch the intro now. Man, and the soundtrack is really adorable. I guess just the singer. Oh, man, I miss those days. Oh man, and ooh, what was that? Oh, and real Ryoko. Oh, I guess this might have been might have spoiled the reveal of their mother. Man. Oh, but there isn't really that much spoiler on this opening. I guess that's the only reveal that I would um might have spoiled any for if anything. Part 9. Oh man, I think this has been the longest arc so far. I just realized. But I wonder why Umibozu did not just bring her back to their planet, or why did they not just stay at that place? Or maybe Umibozu. Oh, maybe Umibozu has been looking for that for Ryokan for a long time, and maybe it has vanished up after they left. Yeah, I think there's more to it that Kamui doesn't know. Oh, man, and Abuto? Man. Yeah. But I think he's not telling Kamu everything. But this is somewhat similar to really with um with Shoyo, because this is like at the cost of their mother's life, they're the ones who's going to be saved. Similar to when Gintoki had to cut the head of Shoyo in order to protect Takasugi and Katsura, but it ended up making Takasugi hate Gintoki because of that. Somewhat similar with Kami. But this goes to shows. Oh, Hosen. Hosen. Damn, I never. Damn. Man, Hosen. Oh, wow. Man, Abuto's really, man. Low key, he's one of my favorite villain characters. Man. Oh, this is where Umibozu lost his arm. Man, he found the cure. Oh no. He found the cure. Damn. What happened to that? Oh man, Kamui would feel bad. He would feel, man. I don't think he realizes that. But what happened to that? Oh, it's too late. But where's the crystal? Maybe, oh, maybe that's Altana or something. Maybe, yeah, I guess they need Altana in order to survive. But what happened to it? I wonder why she never got it. Or maybe it's already too late. Damn. Oh no, the problem is Kamui will definitely, oh man, help Utsuro. The crystal. Oh, he still has it. Oh, I think it's a crystal. Oh. Yeah, damn. Oh. Man. Man, but he's still so confident about it. Oh man, I wonder if it worked. But maybe it would at least weaken him. Man, but man, Kamui. Damn. Umibozu. Yeah, it's not. Oh man. I knew it. Oh man, Kagura. But at least that shows he has a weakness. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's related, yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's just being stubborn now. Man, what? Oh man, but man, is there still possible to save Umibozu? Man, but oh man, but that's kind of bossy again. he's still he's still the son of Umibozu. Man. Oh man. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Man, but this is good because he needs something like this to make him realize. I think that what Umibozu has been lacking. Oh man. Oh man. I see. I knew it was coming. It's still very hard to see it happen, and but still, Umibozo was at least able to at least threaten Utsuro a little bit. But story wise, and I think it's going to be Gintoki who has to deal the final blow. And looking at how confident he was when Umibozo somewhat crushed his heart with the Altana crystal, it didn't phase him at all. He wasn't even surprised or worried. Yeah, definitely signs that it wouldn't work, and too bad. I think that the most painful part for me is that Kamui's character, because you understand what he's going through. He's like a teenager going through rebellion, and it's just that he know deep. I think he knows deep inside that Umibozo isn't like, because he grew up with his father. He knew him, and how much he cares and love for his family, that he wouldn't just abandon them that easily unless there's a very important reason, specifically trying to find a cure to save their mother, which he did not knew. Because I guess Umibozo never wanted to, I guess, boast about it or let them know about what he's trying to do, to the point that he's abandoning his, I guess, trying to take the blame of what happened to Koka. And it's somewhat his fault as well, I guess, because yeah, he still needed to he should have at least told Kamui about it, and at least I think Kamui would understand why he keeps on leaving them even though she's sick, and makes sense. That's the first thing you would do, especially if you're not a doctor. And yeah, if you're during this time, there's no pharmaceutical or something. But that's what you do when someone in your family is sick. You look for a medicine. You look for, I guess sometimes you bring them to a doctor, but I guess this case, it's a special case. He needs to find the Altana or some kind of cure. So if Kamui knew about that, I don't think he would be blaming Umibozo or being angry about him and putting all the blame to him. And and the crazy part is when he talked to Kamui about it, he said that I did not regret doing it, taking Coca from that planet, and he would do it all over again. Just saying that it's kind of implying that I don't care if she dies, as long as I could be with her, which is somewhat showing that he's selfish about it, but he's not. He doesn't want Koka to be lonely in that planet, and at the same time, it was Koka's decision to leave that planet as well. It was her own will. Umibozu did not force her to leave that place. He always comes back to that place, and I don't believe that um, what he said, that he wouldn't live there if he doesn't want to live there, or he cannot live there. I think he could. It's just that he couldn't, because I guess maybe it's because of work or something. But I think the main reason is that yeah, they wanted to start a family, and I have a feeling, I guess the he did found the ryokan. It's still there. I thought that it vanished after Koka left, but I think the reason is because of the depletion of the Altana reserves. And yeah, I think Kamui will eventually realize what happened, and it's another Takasugi moment with Gintoki. And yeah, I think that's still one of my favorite scenes in Gintama, is Kamui himself saying it, that I know it's not your fault, when he said to Gintoki. And I think Kamui will eventually, I don't know, with I guess maybe he's more stubborn than Takasugi, but I love what Gin is saying, that you're empty. Without that rage, without that revenge, now that Umibozu is dying, what's next? What can you do now? And I think that's what Gin is trying to tell him, is that you still have a family, you still have Kagura, and it's not really Umibozu's fault. And I think deep down he knows that. It's just that he cannot accept that, because otherwise it would break him down. And sometimes it feels much better, I guess. It's like trying to unconsciously close that emotion, because yeah, the grief, the pain, in if you compare it with anger, I guess it's, I don't know, maybe it's much more easier to delve into, because I guess that's a main driving force to live, to be stronger. Because if he's going through accepting, I guess realizing that it wasn't his father's fault, he would just go into grief and depression. So yeah, but he still needs to face reality, though. And also, yeah, it makes sense. Kagura is like, she looks almost exactly like their mother, and I think even the voice actress is the same. And man, just goes to show how amazing Kagura's voice actress is. That when when heard her voice through Koka. And yeah, I just feel bad for Kamui, that yeah, I think he's also in grief right now, seeing Umibozu like this. It's just that he doesn't want to accept it yet. And yeah, I also I guess forgot to mention about Abuto, man. Abuto is really amazing character that I never expected I would like, ever since the Yoshua, yeah, the was it Burning Yoshiwara, the arc with Hosen. And we even saw Hosen in this episode, and I guess by far this has been the longest arc as well. And yeah, definitely, at least Umibozu has been able to at least hold back Utsuro for a little while because he needs to go back to Earth to replenish his Altana. So in order to, I guess, yeah, just recharge. But goes to show that I feel like that move that Umibozu did to him, where that's pretty clever. That he used an Altana of a different planet on Utsuro's body so that it would have the similar effect with similar to Koka, that now that he has different Altana reserves within his body, how would he be able to survive? If he goes to Ryokan, he would still suffer because he's still a part. He's part of himself is still somewhat connected to the Earth. So I think that's the weakness of the what were they called? I guess they're like Altana Immortals or something. So that's their weakness, is that um, they're bounded to the planet where they came from. So I wonder. I guess he has, at least he has weakened, and maybe that's an opportunity for Gintoki to finally deal the final blow to him. And yeah, I think that's the only way. And I have a feeling that maybe because that line when he said that I'll see you in the next life or something, when he said to Umibozu in this episode, I feel like he has been hoping to die, because I think that's another thing that I've seen from other movies, shows where of an immortal, is that usually they've gone so, I guess, tired about having, they've been bored, and I guess they've already felt like that it's so much that they wanted to experience death. And I think that's what makes life um, beautiful and tragic at the same time, is that you can only live for a certain amount of time, and that's why every moment is like a gift and you need to treasure it. I think that's the opposite with immortals, is that because you have unlimited time, sometimes I guess if you have already experienced almost everything, you would feel empty and pointless. And I think maybe that's what created Yoshida Shoyo. That's what made him abandon his place from the forget his name, the name of the crows of I forget the the group of Oboros. I forget the name, but yeah, I think maybe that's the reason why Yoshida Shoyo manifested in him. And maybe that's also partly that he's looking for some kind of way out. He's looking for someone that has the potential to end his life. And I think that's what he's somewhat expecting from Umibozu, is that maybe he's the person that could kill me to finally end all these things, that I guess this madness. And I think um he's hoping that Gintoki would be the one who would be able to do that. So yeah, it's kind of tragic though for it to be that way. And I feel like Yoshida's show is still definitely within him. And yeah, man, this show is really amazing in this kind of things, and all this plot twist, and with the characters. And it's not just the comedy, it's even the emotional parts, and the character depth, character development of almost every character in the show has been showcased in this, I guess, almost in every arc. But I guess primarily in the beginning of episode 300, where Sorachi just finally showed us top tier, um, his best works of Gintama, and I'm looking forward on how will this finally conclude. But at the same time, I kind of want to go back to those episode one moments, to those moments where it's more day to day goofing around, and man, it's still kind of depressing and to think about that. Yeah, that we have to this has to end, and I don't know if I could find something that would be able to at least compensate for that. Because man, this show has really made a big influence and big impact in my life, and I really love this anime, and this is definitely my favorite anime of all time, of all the animes I've watched, and it's I guess if I could compare it to One Piece, it's close to that. One Piece is still amazing, it's still the best, but I think because of I guess how creative this anime is, and I guess the characters I guess just because of at the same time the the tension and the payoff and the sacrificed characters. I think that has made this anime um for me has been much more impactful than One Piece. Um if one of the characters, if one of the Straw Hats die, I think that's yeah, I think that's the big difference. I feel like is I guess because especially it's Shige that really made the big impact for me, and also the characterization, and I guess the character of Gintoki itself is really complex, and especially from first episode until now, there's more that you could learn about him, not because of his father or his descendants or things like that. It's because of what he experienced. It's because of his character, what he went through, and I think that's also one of the reasons I really love Kenshin. I think that's the closest character that I really love, that is I could feel a similarity with Gintoki, is Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin, and it's because of what they went through in the past, that that made them um, enjoy the simplest things in life. I think that's the difference with Luffy, because Luffy is going through that. He's going on an adventure to find that experience, to find that journey towards reaching the conclusion of reaching the One Piece and being the Pirate King. And with Gintoki, he already found that. He already found Kagura and Shinpachi. That is his One Piece, and that's the opposite of Gintama. Is that we don't go from looking for the One Piece, where we go from how did Gintoki found his One Piece? How did he found Yorozuya? And that's really amazing. Is that it's going through the past, and I guess it's still somewhat right now. It's still bound to that future with Yoshida Shoyo, but it's still greatly connected to the past, to his story before he eventually become what he is right now. So I think it's still bound to the past, and I think that's why I've been so hyped about the Joey War, seeing a lot of those things about his connections, about what happened, And when we learned what happened, um, when with Takasugi him cutting the head off of Shoyo, it definitely made my mind explode, and how amazing, and made me fully understand and realize what he went through and how he was able to overcome that. So yeah, enough of my blubbering about how amazing this show is. Let's yeah, I'll end this video now, and thank you for watching. If you would like to add a few details or maybe add your thoughts regarding this episode, let me know in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy, yeah, if you this is your first time here, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates on my reaction to other animes and maybe Gintama, and so you'll be updated. If you want to watch my full reaction or my reaction to the next episode right now, you can also check it out in the link in the description down below on my Patreon. There you will have an early access and a full length if you decide to support my channel through Patreon. It will really help support this channel and help me be able to sustain this moving forward, creating more videos like this in the future. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.